Oh wow, we're here. That was fast. 18 February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Lady Defendant's Antechamber. Interesting. Are we really here? Or are we really not here? Oh, shut up, Ricky. Who the hell is trying to be a psychologist? Philosophical or something like that. Oh, actually, what were we trying to do with that joke? That made no sense. Wait. Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew that the horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose. Imagine in a car, skating, how fast that can go. I'm surprised the horse can not only go that fast, but carry them out. Go just as fast with the stuff it's carrying. Like, holy shit. Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines of the Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. Of course! He's like, get me here, and I will give you $100. And they're like, already. And I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die. And we had to pay gold for the privilege? Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. We're defending a ghost! No, I'm just kidding. Or the invisible man. Or woman, we don't know. Actually, we don't know who it is. Oh wait, he! He said he! Of course we know who it is. So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room is for the defendants to wait in this grand. To wait in this is grand. Are you right, Mr. Naruto? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember in the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. Feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Well, I think that's the point, because to show how serious this matter is. Because no one should be here. The only people who are happy to be here should be not happy, but who should be here, like not feeling like this, is the lawyers, the prosecution, the security guards, the judges, and the and the witnesses, because they're not being tried. The defendants are the ones that should be worried to be here, in general. Yes, whoever the man you to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very lonely at this moment. I wonder what's top of the morning to you, madam, sir. I'm sorry, I already knew what was going to say. What are you doing following me here? Things are very desperate, are they? Sorry? Will you look at those expressionless faces? From the east, are yous? We're from Japan, yes. Ah, Japan it is. Right, say no more. So, how much do yous need? No, we're just up here because I don't trust the guy. I think he's guilty now. I think he's guilty. Freaking the short stat like Willy Wonka here. I'm like, guilty. No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name. All while in a strange, faraway land. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no. Ah, facepalm, 'tis grand. Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now. 1,000 guineas? Please, Mrs. Sato, you don't have to shout. Alright. But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. What?! 'Tis nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I've enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Really? Then why don't you use your money to get you out of this circumstance that you are in? Or get yourself a good lawyer. Hey, wait, yeah, if you're so rich, why don't you have a lawyer then? A personal one, too. That's odd. Could that much rain even falling one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. Ah! My eye! Oh, that hit my eye! I didn't know he was gonna say that, by the way.
Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving to you no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me.
Oh?
To be honest, 'tis a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here.
Sorry, I stuttered right there.
I'll be on the dock. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'll be a lawyer, but that's just a little detail now.
Well, the thing is...
Don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me. Nothing more. Nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial's going to start without me having any kind of representation at all.
I'm so sorry, by the way, if I offended you with this. I really am. But that's the first time I played this game. I just knew right away I was gonna voice like this. Like, I just knew. No, I'm so sorry if it does offend you, but either way, I'm not gonna stop. I'm just keep going because I'm doing it to the bit. So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up. It's just so suspicious regardless, because if he's that rich, why doesn't he have a lawyer? I'm terribly sorry to have asked, but does that mean you're the defendant in the trial?
Listen in blazes, do you not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names?
No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. You sees? No, sorry.
I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to the Hyde Park, there in the center of the London is another beautiful park.
There's a park inside a park? Wait, what? Sorry? Yeah, a park. What?
It's called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers and the springs and singing birds and whatnot.
Perfect.
I donated to the city, so I did.
An entire park in central London? And why are you being accused for murder then if you're this kind?
A city of smiles, and that's my vision of London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its poor old people.
That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary.
But now they've got the gall to say I am a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police? I ask ya.
Alright, don't pass out.
Mr. Naruto, perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath.
Good idea. He's outwinded himself. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'd be happy to...
What was I after saying, you daft itch? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I?
Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you.
Sorry. Oh, I think I see what's going on here.
Sorry?
I know what you're thinking. This chancer of a fella claims to have more money than the queen.
Do you?
But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England?
Okay, finally, someone said it.
Because he did it! That's the only explanation. Well,
Well. Okay, for me, yes. Yes, exactly. There has been. But for him, Ryunosuke hasn't been thinking about that at all. Not at all. Actually, wait, where am I? Oh, duh, I'm gonna save right here, by the way. Letting you know, Ricky, we're gonna save right here. Because, actually, wait, what the hell am I doing? I should have saved right here, because this did not matter at all. Oh, well, we have 2 save points, regardless, it's alright. Anyways, we're gonna cut here. Actually, we're not gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut later on. We're gonna say exactly. Yes, exactly! What now? Well, like you said, if you have all the money, but you don't have anyone to represent you in court, there's no other logical conclusion than that you're guilty of all charges. Damn! I didn't have the... In my playthrough, I did not have the guts to say that. I was like, no, not really. You know, because I answered like the main character. Because Ryunosuke was not thinking of that at all. So I was just like, what?
well, do you call a spade in the East? So do you? So you do?
I'm sorry? What? I didn't mean any offense. I still can't express myself very well in English, you see. And I'm never sure that's what's acceptable to say and what isn't, so...
Is that so? Because you sounded fluent enough when you're telling me what a blackguard I must be.
I'm terribly sorry. Wow! Apparently, he's like laughing fucking like Wario.
I can't say that I blame ya for taking it, fella.
It is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean? Alright, we're gonna stop right here. I think he's gonna give us like an explanation. So we're gonna just not stop here for the episode. We're gonna stop here and just go back to say not really. Let's see. Not at all. Not at all. Although it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean. Okay, this is a long explanation, I guess. Let's see.
That would be the fault of the Reaper.
Really? Okay, and here I'm like thinking it was you. You actually did it. Well, who's the Reaper? Are people scared of him? Sorry? Did he just say Reaper? Like Jack the Ripper, I guess? I don't know.
I, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barrack von Zeeks. He is the prosecutor, and my favorite character, by the way, because I really do love Barrack von Zeeks. And you will see why.
The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper?
When von Zeeks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And to this day,
Not Tuesday, not now you say this? Wow.
in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
What?
So it's reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in the defense against the fella at all. You could say he's living legend of the Old Bailey.
Goodness, Lord Baron von Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Is he though?
Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed.
Cursed? What on earth? It's not a talent, but a curse. I guess, I don't know.
The defendant is summoned, and is his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin.
His counsel? That would be me.
Oh, 'tis time! Well then, fella, don't let me down.
But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened.
Because I did it after all.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's why I'm not telling you.
I'm just kidding.
Until you showed your face here, I made up my mind, so I had.
Sorry?
I decided I'd have to defend myself in there.
What? And how would that have worked? Why are you asking this? Why are you asking this, Ryunosuke? You know how it works. You defended yourself. bro.
But then you made an appearance, a student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident, I can assure you of that. 'Tis fate! So don't get cold feet now, please.
I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. Well, yeah, regardless if he's guilty or not, it is your job to defend. Until, like, to defend, because everyone deserves a fair trial regardless. Mr. Naruhodo, the man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would have never have allowed to happen.
Counselor, what defense? What are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand.
I guess we have to go. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. It's happening, then. My first trial in the British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm gonna manage this! And to be continued, I guess. I don't know. Is it to be continued? Oh, never mind. We're going straight into it.
I guess I get no break. You just go, 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 go!
18th February, 10 a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom. Wow, it looks so menacing. Holy shit. Well, not menacing, but tense. So this is the highest court in Great Britain. The Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court of Japan. Yeah, and apparently there's an audience in front rather than in the sides. Huh. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Well, kind of a shame that in this case, whatever the country determining the person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. Well, I guess that's why it looks like this. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes? What? Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, but I just can't help it! He looks so much sophisticated in the other one.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Bailey's recruited. I now call upon the constables for the prosecution and the defense to declare the witness to proceed.
Huh, already cut to it. Huh. It's him! My favorite character! Mod 6! Yay! I know how he actually sounds like. You can just look at the dialogue in the game. I'll show it later. Show it off later in the series, but I know how he sounds like, but I'm not gonna give him that voice or try to attempt that voice. But instead, I'm gonna give him my voice I usually like to give. So, the prosecution is fully prepared. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He sounds so scary. I'm just kidding. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld. Blah, blah, blah. I am not a vampire.
Counsel with the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English?
Huh? Yes, of course, sorry.
I say, English.
Okay, no more. Not through. Oh, actually, that's Korean. What the hell am I counting in Korean? Ichi-ni-san. There you go. That's Japan. But he asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. We're ready yet, Your Honor. Those eyes please me. Nipponese. Is it displeased or please? I forgot. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They unroyal. clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. A cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. This is why him and Herlock are the sole reason why I wanted to play this game again. Like seriously, I really love this game, but mostly because of the characters, and I just wanted to play as them again. Holy shit! Just checked my phone. I got a notification when I realized. Oh wait.
Now, Mr. Wiggled.
Yes, my lord.
You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner? I don't trust him. Look at him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Do you really want to trust him with this?
He's like, now that I think about it, as I always said, my lord, 'tis the grand thing to give opportunities to the young. You talk to the Lord and always say that all the time to him? Really? Even if the fella is a student from some little island off in the far east. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? I like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud.
Listen to Mr. McGilded! What a fine gentleman he is!
Did you hear the donated 5,000? Holy shit, really? Mother, please, pay me. Let me go to the park. It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. I don't know. Even with the money and the words that he used, no one wants to defend him? So suspicious.
Eloquently, but Mr. McGilded, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and I'm sure I need hardly to remind you.
Ah, we have a jury now. Now that's new to the game and the whole franchise too.
That you, 6 members of the public, have been selected for your impartiality, or whatever it's called. Are you ready to proceed? Yes, my lord. The church says send routers to the gallows where they belong. I am more than ready.
At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of the rubbish properly. Naturally, I agree. Ha! Any criminals who here will soon be wishing they'd never set eyes on me. Why does he have a knife in the courtroom? Bailiff! Why does he have that? It says nothing, I guess. Okay. Wait, he's gonna get drunk in the middle of the court?
I feel chill.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just getting on with my meeting. Must finish these needs for my grandson.
Oh, Mr. Naruto, those people are the jury. Yes, that's something we don't have in Japan yet, and also in the new games because they don't really introduce the jury in the new game in the Phoenix Wright trilogy or the other games. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. I mean, in real life, they get, it's more 12, right? I don't know. I need to do my research on that. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on the common sense. But the judge does have its final say regardless. So the defendants ultimately judge from 2 completely different points of views. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Hopefully. Yes. Hopefully it does. A new mechanic to the game, but we'll get to it once we proceed with this court.
Prosecutor Von Six.
My lord.
It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you renounced your fame.
I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. I knew it! He is a vampire! I always knew it!
So what brings you back? Is there some change in the circumstance of which the court should be aware?
No, not really. Sorry if I just moved my mic, I'm so sorry. Like, oh my god, my ear! What is that noise? I'll leave that to your imagination, my lord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. How conveniently! Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Exactly! And of all the days, he chose today. It's like he knew. I'm just kidding. He probably doesn't like this guy. That's why he probably just like, you know, got out of retirement, I guess. Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruto.
As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please.
I don't even know about the summary of this case either way. What happened? Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. The incident took place in the late evening. 3 days passed. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of the building bricks, known in the community as Thrice Fired Face Mason. Sorry? Thrice? It means 3. If you don't know how to count, even though I'm not a Dracula, I know how to count. 1, 2, 3. That's thrice. Get it right. Ha ha ha. Shut up, Ricky.
He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible.
Yet he is considered lower class?
The victim's corpse was discovered in the omnibus in service of the streets of London at the time.
I would assume people like these, like who have like hard jobs like that, like making bricks and stuff like that, would be rich. But no, you would assume because they basically built the city. Like, come on. A dagger to that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen. I can't read apparently. Ricky, read better. If you're gonna do my voice, give it justice. Come on. It's believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard.
Thank you, Doctor. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
The autopsy report has been entered to the court record. Okay. A report prepared of the Scotland Yard coroner. It gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhaging, whatever it's called, probably just like blood loss, as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Get it? Right. Crime scene photograph. If you notice, this photograph, compared to the others that we've seen so far, have mostly been black and white, but now we got a color picture. So, ooh, we really are in the future. A photograph of the victim taken on the omnibus. The knife has in his abdomen. Yeah, you did it! You did it! You said it right, Ricky. It's clearly visible, but his face is partly obscured from view by an old crooked hat. Interesting. Okay. I really do want to say something. Like, even I just said, oh, we really are in the future because it's colored and everything. Realistically, these pictures don't exist anymore, huh? More like physical photograph pictures. Nowadays, people are just like, oh, take a picture of my phone, just keep it there, and whatever. Like, no one wants to parent it out anymore. The photograph of the crime scene has been added to the court record. And one further item of evidence. What, the knife? The prosecution wishes to submit these as well. Why not the knife? Why not the murder weapon?
And these are? What, look? Is that blood console?
Yes, my lord. Stop panicking. You've been in the job for how many years and you still get shocked when you see blood? Come on. Seized by the policemen who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. Oh. What? Mr. McGildy's gloves? Had blood on them? Interesting. Well, good luck, me, because we're defending him.
Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well.
The defendant's leather gloves has been entered to the court record. The leather gloves the defendant was wearing at the time of the incident, there are bloodstains. There is a blood stain on the right glove. Okay, but why not on the other hand too? How? Okay, if this is the case, if he got stabbed, now I know. Let's look at this, by the way. Before we continue on, let's look at this. If he really did, we can tell this is probably the hand that he stabbed him with, right? So, if that's the case, we seen the knife. Look at that. How can blood, like, how does blood get on the glove if he just stabbed him? Like that. The blood wouldn't be gushing out or spilling, like splatting out. It would just still be there dripping. Either he had to touch his stomach in order for him to get blood stains on it, or there's something else to the story. Let's look at the blood though. This is definitely blood, isn't it? I don't know, bruh. Why are you asking? Well, actually, I think this is your first time seeing something like this. Drastic, holy shit. Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day of London. Well, nothing will come of grumbling now. No, by the way, is Mr. McGilder right-handed? Yes, I believe so. Actually, is that right-handed? Yeah, I think so. He was toying with the coin in his right hand a little earlier. Wow, you're really good at noting that down. Holy shit. Huh, pity. If only he'd been left-handed. I think blood of either glove would be fairly incriminating, really. I don't. Yeah, true. Well, nothing really much here to say, just other than just blood. Oh well. And let's look at the picture. Did he have gloves? Maybe it was his gloves. We don't know. We don't know for certain. Alright, the autopsy report. Victim name, thrice fired Mason. Now, what do I call it thrice fired? Good thing editor me, future me, could just give out notes and say oh, this is what it means. Oh well. I'm not gonna do it right now in the middle of the video. Hell no, I'm gonna rely on future me to do that. Occupation, brickmaker? Seriously, I would assume brickmaker would be, it would pay you good. well, you see why later. But anyways, time of the cause of death, 15 February. Aw, the day after Valentine's Day? That's so sad. Oh well. 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Stabbed once in the abdomen with a knife whilst journeying. Ricky, just say journeying like that. Come on. In an omnibus, died due to internal resulting from the trauma. Huh. Let's do it together, Ricky. All right. We will pronounce this word together. H-A-E, which probably says hey, more hagging, or more ragging. Hey, more ragging? I don't know. Or raging? Hey, more raging? Something like that? We'll see. We'll see if we pronounce it right. We're gonna do our research later with that. Usually, later on, there's a little note in the script like, he did not say it right. Or something like that. Or, oh, he did. Oh. How did I get into this? By the way, me breaking the fourth wall, I guess. I don't know. Well, is it really breaking the fourth wall if you know? It's not even the game. You already know. You're not part of the character. I'm back into the corner before I even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time. Really? Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers as the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was you, Yonosuke, and I'm just kidding, was the accused, Magnus McGilded.
The gasp! Well, rather daunting circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what say you?
Well, of course, I have no recollection to such a thing. Mr. McGilded? To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord, Litlin. So it is, and when I open my eyes again.
My Lord Litlin? Is that his name? I guess.
'Twas a desperate sight to behold me, the body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in my life.
I mean life.
Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start wondering about me gloves now, was I?
See, at least he gave out a point. Like, that's true. If he was bleeding out, why is there blood on his glove? But then again, what he's saying right now doesn't make sense either. Why isn't there blood on the other hand?
I reached out to give the man a hand. Only one. The other one I did not want to get the blood on it either way. It's my favorite one. The left one.
So the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed. Unfortunately, that statement of the drivers is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Typity gasp. He types with gasp. Hold up. When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage, and there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail of the coffin for the accused. Good try, man. Even though you didn't say anything. Good try.
Thank you, Counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear the testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in yet at once. I studied right there. What the hell? Oh my god, I forgot about these guys. Oh, alright. Forgot about the voices. Witnesses, your names and occupations, if you please, by the way. Even though I kind of want to make it seem like I'm rude, like the dialogue. I am nice. I'm not gonna force you to, like, command you like that. I'm gonna say please at the end.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Pepper. I drive the omnibus in the fatal East End.
What the fuck did I say fatal?
Bruce Pepler. I'm a banker in this city. My name's First Lady First. I make hats for gents.
Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, give or take, all of you present in the stand were in the omnibus and witnessed the aforementioned incident. I'm sorry, by the way, if I'm like messing up a lot. Because I don't really read it all the way once it stops. I just like try to read it while it goes, which is not the best idea. Because I had to guess later on what the next word has to say. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Clara, quite right. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Very well, then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each one of you will tell the truth, quite precisely what you saw. Good ball, eh? Shut up. Shut up, Ray.
Alright, testimony time.
Now, what the witnesses saw? What you see, mate? What you see?
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remembered it well.
The victim and the man accused of killing them were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then, out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged the knife right into his gut. That's right! He stabbed him! I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it though.
As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw two.
Okay.
Ambiguous testimony, I must say.
I agree. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident of the omnibus with their own eyes. Okay, I believe the two people who claims that they were on top of the bus. But the driver, on the other hand, he claims that he saw it happen? How, if he's driving? If he had to, like, stop the bus, stop the horses, I mean, get out, go to the door, he wouldn't be seeing McGilden murder someone. He'd be seeing them after the thing. Like, why is he agreeing, like, say, heat the tent like that? Weird. I guess one of that psychology thing is like, wherever, you just follow what the crowd thinks, so, alright. I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Yes, come through.
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Oh, I get it. You're Japanese. You're Nipponese. You only know Japanese. Okay. So, let's do it again in their language, I guess. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Yes. Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage.
Huh? What?
You're like, what? How quaint. I read the civilization of the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own, give it a take, alright? But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you even traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. Well, we only arrived in London this morning. No matter, you're still an idiot, but don't worry. I will educate you. I will be your personal guide right now, alright? I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime, that is. What? Do you mean the actual scene? How? Yeah, exactly. Usually we don't see that. But since it happened in a carriage, I guess we can just have the carriage in court. But I don't know if it could fit though. A carriage is assigned to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much. Yeah? The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building. Here? What? The entire carriage? Bailiff! Ugh. Bring forth the stricken omnibus! Bring forth. He's like, bring forth the omnibus. That's how he usually sounds, but I just like doing the other one. So that's the omnibus. The omnibus! I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing. As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses, and they can carry up to 8 passengers. 4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Ah, I see. Every Londoner, more like it, that the best views of the city architect on site are to be had from the top of the omnibus. He's like, in the background, the guy's like, hey man, it's me. Hi, how are you doing? And I should point out to our foreign guests. They make it seem like they're not close together, but they are. I don't know why. Then that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above. Huh. A skylight? Oh! The penny drops at last, I see. The 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. Freaking Abraham Lincoln over here. Actually, I don't know if he's supposed to be a reference to Abraham Lincoln. I just always assume he is, because it's like the penny and the top hat too, and he's always looking to the side all the time. This is how they came to witness the grim incident. Dude, get a new hat, guy. Like, seriously. That does not fit you. Get a new one. Through the skylight. That makes perfect sense.
Well, Consul, this is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced a crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
So this is the first time this actually has happened. I thought it was like, damn, so advanced that they allow to have the crime scene here. Holy shit. There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. If you would please. That is, the prosecution's wish.
Very well. I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence.
The omnibus has been entered to the court record. Omnibus. Okay, the 8-seater omnibus that was the scene of that was the scene of the crime. Oh, I can't read, I guess. There were passengers both inside the carriage and on the roof deck that night. Can't read. Read, Ricky, read. Look at it first. I can't believe it. The entire crime scene entered as evidence.
Yes, Great Prince is simply extraordinary.
I could help myself a lot by giving the omnibus a thorough examination, seeing it's here. We'll do that later. Not right now. We're not really in a rush. I'm just taking my time right now because I really want to rather read the dialogue than check up all the evidence that we have.
Let us continue.
Even though I just checked the other evidence beforehand.
Let us continue the proceeding then. Your examination comes soon.
Ray, don't expect this Nipponi stray to understand the intricacies of British court cross-examination rights. Breathe. Naruto, you got this. I believe in you. Alright. My first cross-examination in British court. Hit your cheeks. There you go. Focus. Focus, Ryunosuke. Exactly. Focus. This is me talking to him. I'm telling you to focus. It's not him telling himself. I'm telling him to focus. Alrighty then. It is time.